Hello everyone, we are from Group Unit 6. Today we will discuss communication skills, which is the final unit in Hospitality English. What is communication? Communication is the act of transferring information from one place to another. It may be vocally, through voice, written, via printed or digital media such as books and magazines, visually, via logos and maps, or non-verbally, for example, body language and gestures. Why communication skills are essential? Good communication skills are required to help others and yourself absorb information more accurately and quickly. In contrast, poor communication skills can have a negative influence, leading to confusion, disappointment, and in some situations, failure.
First, listening. Being a good listener is one of the best ways to be a good communicator. Listening is the process of receiving, constructing meaning from, and responding to spoken. Process of listening. First, receiving. Receiving is the intentional focus on hearing a speaker's message. Second, understanding. In the understanding stage, we attempt to learn the meaning of the message, which is not always easy, and you have to decide what the message means to you. Third, remembering. Remembering begins with listening. If you can remember something that was said, you might not have been listening effectively. The fourth stage in the listening process is evaluating. Evaluation of the same message can vary widely from one listener to another. Final stage of the listening process is responding, or sometimes referred to as feedback. Your reaction to the message, it can be emotional and intellectual. Next, active listening. Understanding all things, proper interaction, and proper feedback. Try to be active listening. Through active listening, you can better understand what the other person is trying to say and can respond appropriately. Next, non-verbal communication is important because it gives us valuable information about a situation, including how a person might be feeling and how to approach a person or group of people. There are many types of non-verbal communication. First, facial expression. The human face is extremely expressive, able to convey countless emotions without saying a word. The facial expression for happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, fear, and disgust are the same across culture. Second, body movement. Consider how your perception of people are affected by the way they sit, walk, or stand. Third, gesture. You may wave, point, or use your hand when arguing or speaking, often expressing yourself with gestures without thinking. However, the meaning of some gestures can be very different across culture. Fourth, eye contact. Eye contact is an especially important type of non-verbal communication. The way you look at someone can communicate many things, including interest, affection, hostility, or attraction. Eye contact is also important in maintaining the flow of conversation. Fifth, touch. Most commonly is used to communicate support or comfort. For example, a weak handshake, a warm day hug, a patronizing pat on the head, or a controlling grip on the arm. It should never be used to convey anger, frustration, or any other negative emotion. And last, voice. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. When you speak, other people read your voice in addition to listening to your words. How loud you speak, your tone and inflection, and sound that convey understanding. Your tone of voice can indicate criticism, anger, affection, or confidence. That's all from me. Thank you, and I will pass to the next presenter to continue our presentation.
Hi guys, my name is Lo Ji Hong. So I will present about the one of the essential communication skill in workplace, which is clarity and concision. Good verbal communication means saying just enough. For example, don't talk too much or too little. Try to convey your message in as few words as possible and don't overuse descriptive words in your explanation. Just get to the point and say what you want clearly and directly. Whether you are speaking to someone in person, on the phone, or via email. If you keep talking, your listener will either reject you or will be unsure of actually what you want. All form of communication should be clear and specific, which will make it look more professional. For example, even employees need to explain to manager about the schedule. Lack of clarity will result in scheduling problem. Clarity and concision will result in much better communication. Work will be more effective and problem between two parties will dramatically decrease.
Hi everyone, my name is Yong My metric number is 284399. Next, I will present a communication skill that is very important for our career, which is friendliness. We should all be aware of the numerous advantages of treating others friendly in the workplace. We spend the majority of our lives at work, but there is frequently a sense of distance and hostility among coworkers. You may encourage your coworkers to communicate openly and honestly with you by using a pleasant tone, posing a personal question, or just smiling. In all workplace communications, which is both face-to-face and written communication, it's critical to be friendly and kind. Personalize your emails to coworkers and employees wherever possible. A simple "I hope you all had a wonderful weekend" at the beginning of an email, for example, might personalize it and make the receiver feel more valued. Another example of exhibiting friendliness in the office with personalized message, such as wishing someone a nice evening. Furthermore, friendliness is an important communication skill and help others receive your message more readily. If we are friendly when communicating with others, there will be less stress since employees will not have to worry about their relationships with others, or whether other employees are assessing their ideas or talents if there is no discomfort inside the team. It also creates a good working environment. Friendly communication also builds a support network and sense of trust among all employees, allowing them to rely on another and share their fears, concerns, and tasks if necessary.
Next is confident. Confident means feeling sure of yourself and your ability, not in a ragged way, but in a realistic and secure way. It is very important for you to be confident in your interaction with others. Moreover, if you are leading a group of workers, you must be more confident to show to your co-workers that you are believe in what you're doing and saying, and you will follow through. For your information, confident can be as simple as making eye contact or using a firm but friendly tone. As example, Muhammad, please make sure the file is on my office tomorrow. Thank you. You could just directly tell to your co-workers what you want and avoid making the statement sound like question because they will make your co-workers confused about it. And most probably don't sound arrogant or aggressive. This will make your co-worker feel uncomfortable to work with you. And most important, try to be empathizing and understanding when you are talking to other people. Thank you. Next one is empathy. Empathy is generally defined as the ability to understand other people's emotions, coupled with ability to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling. To show your empathy towards other people, you can simply say, "I understand how you feel." This will demonstrate that you have been listening and understand them. In hospitality field, empathy are very important so that you can understand what customer want and what customer feel. Most probably, it help you in finding a solution to make your customer more satisfied with your services. Thank you.
Next, I will be presenting one of the most essential communication skills for career, which is open-mindedness. Any communication should be approached with a flexible and open-minded thought. Rather than merely getting your message over, be open to listening to and comprehending the other person's point of view. You will be able to have more honest and constructive conversations if you are prepared to engage in discourse with whom you disagree. Every individual in our world has worth, and open-mindedness derives from the capacity to understand that The person you are speaking with has ideas and methods to contribute and share. We must sometimes slow down and acknowledge that while we might be busy and have a plan in our heads, others might have a different plan that might assist us. However, we must be open-minded enough to participate in and be present in the discussion.
My name is Nurhusniza Maisarah Binti Abdul Hak, metric number 285396. Next, I will explain on respect. People will be more open to communicate with you if you convey respect for them and their ideas. Simple actions like using a person's name, making eye contact, and actively listening when a person speaks will make the person feel very appreciated. On the phone, avoid distractions and stay focused on the conversation. You can also convey respect through email by taking the time to edit your message. If you send a sloppily written and confusing email, the recipient will think that you do not respect her enough to think through your communication with her. For example, you can convey your respect towards a customer who belongs to an older generation who may find it difficult to communicate through email, and therefore he requests that you offer information on a certain loyalty program through the convenience of a phone call. As for younger generations, customer service phone calls are seen as an invasion of privacy, and one should not be pursued if you want to seem respectful towards your customer. To avoid unnecessary hassle and potential misunderstandings, it is important to clarify how you intend to interact and what customers should expect from you. You should also not become pushy by making any communication options mandatory. The customer should always have the right to their privacy. Next, I will explain on feedback. Being able to appropriately give and receive feedback is an important communication skill. Managers and supervisors should always look for ways to provide employees with constructive feedback, be it through email, phone calls, or even through weekly status updates. Giving feedback involves giving praise as well. Something as simple as saying good job or thanks for taking care of that to an employee can greatly increase motivation. Similarly, you should be able to accept and even encourage feedback from others. Listen to the feedback you are given, ask clarifying questions if you are unsure of the issue, and make efforts to implement the feedback. When done in the right way and with the right intentions, feedback can lead to an outstanding performance. You have to know what you are doing well and not so well. For you to really hear customers' thoughts and suggestions on way to improve, that feedback has to be delivered carefully and frequently. Giving feedback is a skill, and like all skills, it takes practice to get it right.
Next, I will continue the last communication skill, which is picking the right medium. So, what is the right medium for communication? A right medium for communication is a system or channel through which a speaker or writer want to express message to their audience. A communication medium can either be virtual or physical. It may contain more than one element or communication type, and it also addresses either an individual or a group of people. Picking the right medium is important to ensure that your message can reach to your target audience and that your audience accurately understand the purpose and meaning of your message. For example, some serious conversation such as layoff, resignation, change in salary and else are always best done in person. You should always think about the person with whom you wish to speak. If they are a very busy person, such as your boss or manager, you can just convey your message through email. Email may also be better for less urgent communication situation, or if you are communicating with someone remotely. People will appreciate your thoughtful communication and will be more likely to respond positively to you. That's all from our group. Thank you for your listening.